Some of the top consumer complaints involve shady practices from companies that are hitting people with hidden fees, scams, and shady mortgages, and that's just the beginning. Well, tomorrow, the government will open a new bureau to tackle this very problem. Rita Wolfson is the founder of Financial Social Work, and she's here to show us what the Consumer Financial Protection Agency is supposed to do for us. Good to see you again.
Good to be back.
You stay on top of all of this information because you work to help people gain the upper hand and really maintain control of their finances as part of their overall lives.
Okay.
So what is this bureau supposed to be doing?
It's the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and Elizabeth Warren created it, and her vision was to make financial products, mortgages, we just saw the story on mortgages, and credit cards more understandable to consumers, because too often all the jargon and the many pages,
people keep signing.
people keep signing. They have no idea what they've committed to, and worst off, they have no idea how much it's going to cost them over time.
Right. They don't get. They're like, oh, I can live with this payment now, or in the end, that's a much bigger number. Okay, let's go through some of the basics that the agency needs to cover. In your opinion here, let's start with the costs and risks. I think we have a list here of these.
Well, people need to know, what's the cost over time. As consumers, it's really important that we provide our own consumer protection for ourselves. But with this agency, hopefully, they will provide us. Elizabeth Warren's vision was a one-page mortgage statement.
Really?
Yes, and in English, not in financial language, so that people would understand, great transparency. What is it I'm buying? How much am I paying in interest? How much will it cost me over time? And the same thing with credit cards, so that people know whether this credit card or that credit card is a better value, so that people can compare apples to apples instead of apples to oranges.
Okay, so after the first round, you mentioned credit cards, first round of financial reform, it really did impact the credit card companies, which in turn the banks. And it seemed like we saw the retaliation from them. The banks are upping their fees for other things. They're getting their money back one way or another, it seems. And will this new agency trigger that kind of response from the financial companies, or do you think we're actually going to see some true protection?
I'm hoping we're going to see some true protection. President Obama named Richard Cordray as he's the former AG in Ohio. He named him as the director. He is a true consumer advocate, as is Elizabeth Warren, and their vision of helping consumers is very real. They're true consumer advocates. And we're going to have the website for your viewers, and it's called Know Before You Owe. That's what the website is called. They're still soliciting your suggestions, consumers' suggestions on how to improve the agency. And although their budget has been deeply reduced, they're out there, they're trying, and I say, I'm optimistic.
Well, I like your optimism, and again, it comes with the reminder to all of us that we are responsible for our own finances. So get out there and get involved. And we have a great link, thanks to Rita. We have a link to her website, as well as this new Consumer Bureau working for us. Go to WLOS.com, click on more info, and see what you can find out. Stay with us. We're going to take a look at how hot it's going to get today. Today's forecast coming up just a minute.